It is May 22nd, 2023. It's 4:36 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. The Weaver, John C. Roseman, California, and a area the griever named John Weaver, which would be me. Morning artist from Connecticut out there, artist in recovery. Shout out to you. As I was trying to indicate in your comment lines, I've been talking about this a great deal. It doesn't matter where we point the fingers at as long as we still accept responsibility, accountability, and transparency. If we don't do that, well, yes, we're going to be falling off that cliff with everybody else. Yeah, it's a scary time we're in. Dude, you look like you're almost maybe a few years younger than I am. Growing up as a kid, we had to worry about the Cold War, but we laughed about it as kids because we didn't know what the Cold War was. To the parents and grandparents, when they were still alive, they were worried about that one. They were worried about a nuclear bomb blowing off something. I knew more of a terrifying, real threat to my life when it came down for earthquakes. And that was the horrible thing to feel terrified about every single day. If it wasn't going to be the air quality of Los Angeles or Southern California trying to kill my lungs, it was going to be Mother Nature's wake up calls. And they almost did me in, but I'm still alive on that one. Comparing to what's happening right now, I don't know. You think I'd rather take an earthquake over this bureaucratic mess that we've got ourselves into? Yeah, I can blame Gingrich. I can blame Paul Ryan, Speaker Boehner, and definitely the the Twitzel that represents Kern County. And all the other extremists who came out, oozed out, and started contaminating Congress, both sides of the chamber. Old guard of the GOP are still struggling to try to keep their own jobs afloat. Corporate media, corporate companies buying this and buying that. Oh yeah, you gotta love democracy being torn asunder left and right. We kept telling ourselves in the schools and a long time ago in the colleges that democracy will prevail as long as good people keep doing what they're doing. If they did nothing, well then we're going over the cliffs, aren't we? And it feels like it. Your story concerning about the 82-year-old isn't unfamiliar. We've got them out here all over. Anybody and everybody that depends upon the government payout from Social Security or disability or both. We always have a conniption fit every time Congress usually starts screwing around with a damn idea or two of privatizing things because there goes our money. And yeah, I feel in the same panic mode when we go into government shutdown and also we're going into a fiscal cliff going over. And I don't get it with the conservatives. I just don't get it with these guys. Do they really think about breaking our country is going to help us much? And I keep saying in this, if the people don't say anything about it, they're just as part of the problem as we got the government system because they're supposed to be the government of the people, by the people, for the people. When unfortunately, the people aren't getting it. They're too damn cowering at this point over here. They're not rising up, and they're not freaking out as much, and they're not demonstrating. They're not plowing through the damn phone lines or marching up to the offices, banging on the doors, and say, "Will you stop this stuff and make a deal already? Get off your dead ass." In fact, I had to send this one over to Speaker on this one because I swear to God, he's got his ass far out there. We don't even know where the hell his head is at. I mean, I looked at his body. I didn't see a head on there. I saw something on there that was supposed to be acting as a head and supposed to be acting as a brain in there. And the problem is with him listening and making deals with the maggots, with the extremes who want to see the chaos and confusion. They want to see democracy fail. All these damn conspiracy theories that cannot be proven. It just doesn't make sense. And you're taking money out of my mouth. You're taking money out of my damn rent. And you're going to make people like me homeless. You're also going to be screwing around with the damn SNAP benefits. Now, I'm disabled. I'm disabled. I also go to school. I wanted to better educate myself, and I'm 57 years old. There's not much career opportunity out there. I made bad choices in my life, and the choices took me to different directions. I realized a long time ago I still needed to get college going. I owed it to my family, I owed it to myself. But I kept working my ass off in different jobs left and right. Some of them I really wasn't well suited for, but got in anyway and did the job. So now I'm stuck dealing with that. One job damn near killed me, the last job, which put me on the disability list. So now I got to deal with that. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen anything crawling around, that's not special effects, that's actual bug war. For several months I've been dealing with cockroach infestation in the apartment complex where I live in Roseman. We got the Orkin guy covering our area every Monday. I've got two major complexes in the area that they're infested. Low income places, roach infested. How do you like that one? But at least they got Orkin, and we've got strips to trap bugs. That's about it. And the sprayings. And every time we keep doing a bug bomb in the place, we're moving the bugs from one place to another. But they're still here. How's that grab you? Use that as a metaphor. Right now, we got scared people over here aren't working because they don't know whether or not they're going to be able to keep their roof over their head or not, including me. We don't have any available housing out here in Kern or LA County. No cheap, low-income places that are available. Even SNAP programs will be curtailed once the cuts have been made because you guys are cutting food out of people's mouths. But you walk around like you've got suits made of $1,000 each. You don't get these suits off the racks of the used places. Must be nice living off of taxpayer money like that. And then you're griping about the tax cuts for the wealthy. They didn't do anything for us out here, and nothing out in Kern County. Sure as hell not for the Antelope Valley. Sure as hell ain't for California, or for the United States for that matter. Yeah, there's a lot of people to blame about the situation over here, but they ain't fixing the situation. And since you're in Congress, you're supposed to work with the people. You're supposed to work for the people. You're supposed to be part of the people. I don't see you doing that. And the other gentleman who I was referring to, artist in recovery, he's been reporting on things like this because it scares the hell out of him too, and many other people. See, I know people living on SNAP. They're disabled. Some of them are working low-end jobs still and still can't pay for the rent. Not to mention the bills. The power bills are skyrocketing left and right unless you get on some kind of energy conserving program that cuts it barely in half, and you still have to deal with that. Water issues we still have out here in Kern, especially out here in Roseman. We're depending upon well water out here, and people are always bitching and griping about how bad the well water is out here. They have to use delivery water or go to different other filtering places if they can to get filtered water. All those milk jugs and larger water gallon jugs, they're filling them up left and right, at least for those lucky enough to go across town or go across the valley to get that kind of water. People like me will have to go through Amazon to get Brita water filters so we can filter the water. So we can get our pets drinking the stuff without killing them in the process. And as for SNAP benefits, trying to get enough money. Well, with the Social Security, I get enough right now as it is. I'm worried whether or not there's going to be any savings at all. Because next month, when we go in default, how the hell am I going to be able to pay June, July, August, and during the hottest time of the month, they're going to be kicking people out because this company will not extend credit. And I sure as hell ain't got a credit card to fall back on to pay for the damn rent. They charge. Even if I had a credit card, I would still have to pay money off of the damn thing. I would still have to pay percentages on there just to pay for a month of rent, depending on how bad our credit rating is going to be. Because the Republican Party, I'm sorry, they're gone. We got the Trumplican Party, who wanted cuts everywhere. That takes away life, liberty, and the pursuit of existence. Screw happiness. We don't get happiness. We don't even get living. We get existence. But corporates will get their tax cuts because corporates want the more money kept to themselves. People are pissed. People are scared. But they're not scared enough. They're not pissed enough. You guys worry every time there's going to be some kind of drag show coming over here, or, my God, there's going to be transvestites, or there's going to be something regarding the LGBT community coming after people. Oh my God, it's wokeism. We got to deal with wokeism. Our country is falling apart, and you're worrying about that kind of bullshit? Give me a break. McCarthy, you're going to be putting us over the cliff. And if we actually have elections again, sure as hell ain't going to vote for your ass, that's for sure. You're worthless. Always have been. Always will be. How's that for a morning wake-up for you? Sorry about this, artist. I get a little testy in the morning, especially when I have elected officials trying to kill me, one way or another.